What's up, J Fusion fans, and welcome back to another superhero time review. Now, I typically record my superhero time review videos a bit early on, usually right after I watch Kamen Rider Saber and Kid Major, but the idol talk video that I posted just before this one also had something to do with the slight delay, but nonetheless, I still made it a point to make my superhero time review for today. So let's go. Now, before we begin, as always, I would like to remind everyone that these videos are not for viewers under 13 and also some spoiler alerts just in case. So if you're okay with that, let's go. Okay, Kamen Rider Saber. We see a few new things here. Of course, continuing from the previous episode, um, Toma kind of loses the ability to transform, no thanks to Storius. And in order to fix the problem, he and Tetsuo Daishinji, aka Slash, and most likely Kamen Rider Slash, uh, they tried to find a solution, and they found that the only way to enable Toma to transform once again is to look for the legendary or probably mythical land of Avalon. And of course, we know Avalon is connected to King Arthur, Excalibur, and whatnot. So, of course, with that said, spoiler or not, they do. They are in fact looking for the next Wonder Ride book, which is the King of Arthur, not King Arthur, the King of Arthur. So Arthur is not the name of the king, but rather the name of a place, apparently. So, anyways, that's the book that they're actually looking for, and Toma has found the answer in the previous episode, actually. And of course, with the help of Kento, he they are able to open the door that would take them to what should be Avalon. So when the door is opened, Toma volunteers to accompany, or rather, Kento volunteers to accompany Toma, and both of them enter in search of Avalon. While this is technically Toma's mission, of course, in order to find the Wonder Ride book, Kento went along in order to protect Toma from danger. And danger comes in the form of Kamen Rider Caliber. So, Kamen Rider Caliber, we see him for the first time in his human form. However, the interesting thing is his face is not shown. When he enters the scene, he is how do you say this one? So he is like the sun is behind him, so his face is kind of shadowed. But instead of wearing a robe like any sort of Logos member does, he seems to be wearing a business suit. Now we do know so far that it's actually Hayato Fukamiya, aka Kento's father, who is Kamen Rider Caliber. However, with the face unseen, it actually made me doubt if that is actually the case. So, well, it still may be Hayato, but we don't know for certain. But it may also be that the Caliber has a new master, or there is actually another Kamen Rider Caliber, or there is an inheritor, rather, to this power of the Dark Dragon. And we do know that the Kamen Rider powers, or the swords or whatever, basically you can transfer the rider powers to anyone. Like in the case of Toma, who actually obtains the Brave Dragon Wonder Ride book from the previous Flame Swordsman, and we see Rintaro becoming Kamen Rider Blades, and it is revealed that his master, so he had a master who was the previous Kamen Rider Blades. And speaking of Kamen Rider Blades master, so we do see Masashi Mikami once again. So he was Boken Blue. Now, so now he is back with the Toei, but now he is in a Kamen Rider show, which is nice. So we do see him associated with the color blue once again. So uh, I guess this is more of a spoiler from the previous episode. It is revealed that Zuos killed Rintaro's master. So by that point, the powers of Kamen Rider Blades have been transferred to Rintaro. So with that said, it may be possible that there is actually a different person wielding the power of Kamen Rider Caliber. Although, again, so far, what we do know is uh, it is Hayato, aka Kento's father, who is supposed to be under the mask. Like I said, because his face isn't shown, that that supposed fact, is now uncertain. So we might have to watch out for further episodes in order to find out if it is still Hayato or it eventually became someone else. So we have to watch out for that. Now, going back to the main plot of today's Kamen Rider Saber. So Toma eventually does locate the Wonder Ride book. However, a mysterious figure appears, tells him that there's going to be a trial. So yes, you do find the Wonder Ride book. Well, this isn't a spoiler. Rather, it's just natural, like it's common sense that yeah, you will find it anyway. So there is a trial after finding the book. So are you worthy enough to wield the power of King Excalibur? So that's what we uh, are told. That's what Toma is told. And speaking of King Excalibur, we do see that transformation immediately. However, there is another form to Kamen Rider Saber using the King Excalibur. So that is actually going to be in the next episode. You probably know what it is already, so saying that it is a spoiler kind of doesn't make sense anymore, really. We If you've been following J Fusion, especially on Facebook, if you've been following our website, it's not much of a spoiler anymore. So I guess that's already safe to say. But of course, watch out for it next week. Now, another interesting point that we see in today's episode is that yes, we are already hinted at Kamen Rider Slash. So, like I've said in the previous episode, Sophia calls Tetsuo as Slash, so meaning that Tetsuo will be Kamen Rider Slash, and he does say that it may still take some time to complete, quote unquote, meaning that uh, as of now, his weapon, the Onjuken Suzune, is still a work in progress. So whether it may probably have been damaged, so he is trying to fix it so he can fight once again. And it's still taking some time to complete, but I'd say he'll be, up and about in 2 episodes, the soonest. So For Kamen Rider Saber episode 7, I believe. Yeah. So I'm actually giving this a 4.5 out of 5. Now, it is generally enjoyable. We do see Rintaro master the usage of 3 Wonder Ride books, by the way. So it is good to see that development with Kamen Rider Blades, and actually probably a possible romantic, relationship between him and May. Uh, I'm not gonna tell you how it could happen, but it is out there. So just watch the show in order to see how it develops. But I'm already putting this out there, so uh, you guys have to watch it. I tell you. So yeah, I generally liked it. It's nice to see Boken Blue once again, but now in the Kamen Rider series. So it's always great seeing veteran actors from either Kamen Rider or Super Sentai return, although not necessarily to reprise their roles. Obviously, such as Kamen Rider Decade or Go, or shows like Go Kaiger or the Super Sentai Strongest Battle. So, uh, they do return, but in a very different way. That's what I mean here. But yeah, it's nice to see them once again. So, anyways, let's move on to Kira Major now. Kira Major. I'm already saying this right before I even summarize today's episode. Kira Major is already 5 out of 5 for me. Like I've always said before, every time Shiguru gets a focus episode, it's always hilarious. Oh my god. I already can't stop myself from laughing just thinking of what happened today. Sorry about that, guys. But really, it's such a hilarious episode. So, uh, in order to save the machines from being destroyed, they're they need to find another new Kirame stone, which is actually already a machine itself. So we are introduced to Machine Hakubu, which is another airplane type Kirame stone slash machine. Although unlike Jetta, Hakubu seems to be more of a like a carrier jet, like the bigger commercial flight jet. So that seems to be his thing. And in order to uh, obtain him, in order to get his cooperation, the so Shigeru volunteers and takes Juro along with him in order to bring back his emotions, quote unquote, because that's the problem. Now, everything Shigeru does is hilarious. Although he does try to make stand-up comedy, but well, the joke itself isn't funny, but how they fail got me cracking. So here's the thing. Here's one thing that no, not Judy, it's Shigeru. Sorry. Here's one thing that Shigeru also tried to do in order to probably entertain Machine Hakubu, and that is singing. So, while the song is also used in the ending for today, so Shigeru also sings his own character theme song for Machine Hakubu. And God, like the music montage, like there's suddenly a music video of Shigeru, and if you guys saw my post on the Facebook fan page, you know exactly what I mean of this. Like, God. Now the song itself, it's a really good song. Now Shiguru song is now my favorite character theme in Kera Major. Like, sorry Tametomo, I did like your theme, but to be completely honest, I'm a sucker for ballads, and Shiguru's theme song is a ballad. But the accompanying music video, like the montage of Shiguro making weird faces and such, like it's a weird combination that all I can say is that it's perfect. That feel good ballad with the mix of what the heck montage of Shiguru. Man, it's so amazing. I don't care about the story. Shiguru, you're the guy. Oh, like, I don't know, guys, but for the first time, maybe, like, I'm going to give this 6 out of 5. Oh, Shiguru, you're hurting me so good. uh, I'm not sure if this is still a review or just me. Seriously, guys, just watch Kina Major. It's amazing. Again, if you're looking for like a good time, just watch all the episodes with Shiguru in it, like all of Shiguru's focus episodes, and God, you will lose your minds. Oh, I already said it's perfect. It's probably more than perfect. Oh, so good. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please do leave a like, comment, share this video, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from J Fusion. This has been Philip, and I probably would need to rewatch that episode of Kira Major once it's out on the internet because God, it's so good. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.